Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Teenager Who Cooks. Today we will be making spaghetti carbonara. This is a type of pasta. It's just super creamy, involves eggs and bacon, which everyone loves. And today, as our special guest and our main chef, we have Ryan.
Hello. Wait, why do you say main chef?
Because you are the main chef. Oh, right.
Okay.
Now let's introduce the ingredients.
Alright, so for the ingredients, we have half a pound of spaghetti, 2 cloves of garlic, about, say, 3 strips of bacon, about a half cup of each type of cheese. We have Parmesan here and Parmigiano Reggiano here. We have 4 eggs and a couple and a little bit of black pepper. Alright, so now we're gonna shred the cheese. We just need about half cup of each. Okay, so the cheese is all grated, and now we're going to cut the bacon. So, if you're like me, I don't like eating huge chunks of bacon fat. So you can just trim off a little bit of bacon fat. Okay, so now what you do is you can like stack the bacon. Okay, so most recipes actually call for like pancetta, but if you want to be like super traditional, you can use guanciale, which is like the cured cheek fat, the cheek instead of the pork belly. So you want to cut the bacon into strips. Yeah, about that, like maybe that big. So now we're gonna fill a pot with water so we can cook our pasta.
Alright, now we're going to bring this to a boil. And although Ryan disagrees with this, we're now going to add salt.
Wait. Alright, take this.
What?
Alright, so normally when you cook pasta, you want to make, like there's an old saying, make the water taste like the ocean. However, since this is a very salty recipe, the bacon's salty, the cheese is very salty, you don't want to put as much salt as you would normally put when you're like normally cooking pasta.
Whatever. We're gonna put just the normal amount of salt in. Very good. Okay. Now Ryan is being too scientific. And
yes, very scientific.
So I'm sorry that Ryan has distracted you guys.
Alright, so you're gonna want a very generous amount of black pepper for this recipe, but if you don't like pepper, you don't have to put as much as the recipe calls.
How much does the recipe call for?
It's like half a teaspoon, teaspoon, I think. Alright, yeah.
We actually forgot that we were having the recipe, and we said 4 eggs in the beginning. We only need 2 eggs. So for one of the eggs, we're just gonna split it, crack it into a bowl. Yeah. And the second one, we're gonna separate the egg yolk from the egg white.
Having the recipe, we only need about a quarter cup. Yeah, a quarter cup.
Half of a quarter cup.
Oh, half of a quarter cup, I'm sorry, of cheese. We mix the 2 cheeses together, so just about half a quarter cup. Then you see these 2 eggs, so the egg and the egg yolk, you just dump it right in there, bang. And then you want to take your pepper, and then you want to just put about half of that in there. Because we're Asian, we use chopsticks, and you just mix it in. Alright, so the water's boiling, so we can put our pasta in.
We're going to boil this pasta for around 10 minutes.
Okay, so what you want to do is because, so you take your package and the cooking time on the pasta, you want to subtract about 1 minute and you want to cook it for that long.
Have to add a little bit of olive oil.
That's kind of lot.
And then close the cap, turn on the heat, and add in our bacon. Try to get all the pieces separated.
Teddy break. Hi, Teddy. So what we do is now we just let the bacon fry a little bit. You don't want to get it like super burnt and crispy. You just want to get it cooked.
At this point, we want to smash our garlic. Ryan says do this with your palm. I say do it with a knife.
It works either way. So.
And then we'll just have this ready. And then once it's kind of like browning on the edges, just add in the garlic. The garlic is only just to add some extra flavor.
We're gonna take the garlic out after like the bacon is almost done. So.
The bacon is like almost done. So you can see. We're still gonna be cooking it a little bit more later. We'll change the heat to low. And just use our handy chopsticks to get the garlic out. Continue to stir it and just let it cook a little bit more.
So now we're gonna take the pasta off because our pasta's done cooking. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Now we're gonna strain it.
And then what we'll do is, Ryan,
So
we'll take the
now
colander
we'll
out
take the colander out, yeah.
and just make
Give it a
sure
bit of
that all the
shake.
moisture comes out of it.
We're gonna turn the fire a bit higher. Our bacon's done. So what you do is you wanna add a little bit of pasta water in.
Careful here.
Yeah, be very careful. You don't wanna like die. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our pasta and we're gonna put it. Actually, no, we're gonna turn the heat off completely. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our pasta and put it right in there. Stirring very quickly. Thank you. Yeah, we just want to just coat the pasta with the bacon fat and water. Okay. So it's at this point that you're gonna want to work very quickly. So we have our eggs here. So the thing about this recipe is that it's kind of hard to do because if you overcook it, you go from having delicious creamy pasta to having scrambled eggs with pasta, and you get no creaminess at all. So what you want to do is you're going to stir the pasta, and you want to just add the eggs in like this. So the residual heat from the pasta will cook the eggs, so you don't have to worry about having undercooked eggs. And look at that creaminess. Oh, look at that. All right, yeah, we're fine.
And now our pasta
Is done.
is
So
done.
we have very creamy pasta without the use of any cream. That's what makes this recipe so special. So now what we can do, we have our pasta here, and now we can transfer it to a bowl. So if you're worried about eating raw eggs, the eggs are completely cooked because the residual heat from the pasta and the pan will cook the eggs. So yeah, you can just. So now what we can do is we can top it with a little bit more black pepper and a little bit of chopped parsley.
Just like that, our pasta carbonara is completely done, and it smells extremely good right now, guys. I'm not even joking. Now we're gonna have a feast.
If you like this episode of Teenager Who Cooks, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.